All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
There we go, Pac-Man.
Wentz now on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. 13 yards on the game's opening play. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Focus, defense, focus.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early 2nd and long. To throw, it's Wentz. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
Done. 180. Where's this?
On first down, McFarland. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
You don't see me in your nightmare. Small.
From just shy of midfield, Wentz. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now. A quick throw. Here's Shepard. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
But that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Here we go, D. Let's go, Mexico. 11-Z. This is me and you. Kill.
Throwing on second down. Luck. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy.
One man.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Eagles' 39-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Looking to throw on second down. Luck. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers, change up their timing, they're just going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him, all right? If as a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Now, they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here on this first series. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Confidence jumps up. Everyone's...
And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. PAT up and good by Rosas. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Check 9. Run.
On second down now, McFarland. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Check. He's cool. He's checking crowd.
Quick.
On third down, McFarland. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this year. And look at this, it's a fake. And the gamble pays pays off. They get the first. The fake punt gets them 10, and that changes things as they've got a first down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move, but oftentimes it's usually a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands. He's able to pick up the first down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 46. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run. Take 4, take 4. Tighten up, tighten up.
Now a give, right side. McFarland. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
From the gun on 3rd down. Wentz. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles have taken the lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. A first down run by Barkley unsuccessful as he won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing on 3rd down. Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
Here we go, here we go. Slam, slam. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Wentz now on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Switch. Switch it. 5-7. Check 3.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Waiting. I got you. Two jet. Watch twins. 36.
61. Matchbox lights.
No. Switch.
Flag.
Shift. Watch the shift.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Check.
On 2nd down, Barkley fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Whoa. Hey, I-7.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke gives this out to Saquon Barkley. Now Barkley stripped of the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze. Because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Luck going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game.
Watch the ship. Close. We 11.
Bravo.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Locke. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing his line. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. That's taken in by Callaway. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
General West.
A first down carry for Barkley. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Check, crunch. Check 99, check 99.
Check 26, check 26. Let's go, Mexico.
Now it's locked. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
One man.
54. Mike 54. Stop your whining. 54 is Mike.
Wow. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. From the gun, here's Locke. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. He's at the 30. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
It's your boy Old Mo, you said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Here's Locke. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver, and it's third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team is playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Free safety, ha-ha, Clinton Dix, the man to make the play there on the defensive side. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We should.
And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
After the interception, it's Love. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Second and 6.
To throw again on second down. Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Let's get this.
Mexico!
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Out of the gun. Block. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. They're going to go for it here on fourth. Luck in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to go. It's Luck. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. And a failure on fourth down on the other side leads immediately to a first and goal.
Watch out. Switch. Out.
Least by two.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And will take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right?
It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
And the Giants first down.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Love. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with it.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now this is Callaway on the receiving end. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Luck now to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he will not make it to the goal line. The defense holds him here. And this is still a 3-score game as the lead remains 18. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a give right side. McFarland. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Go. 180.
Mike 5-4. Coach, alert 3, alert
82.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. He's got his man on the crossing route. Touchdown, Philadelphia! 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes where those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Luck on first down. That's complete to Slayton. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pick up there of 20 yards. To throw is Luck. Catch made by Slayton. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pick up there of 22. From the red zone now, Luck. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Hey, check.
Mike, 50.
Here's Luck. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Throwing on third down, Luck.
Let's not quibble about it.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
6-6, pull it high.
53's the mark. 53.
They snap it to Luck. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Antonio Callaway, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that will get them one closer. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Watch it. 25, check 25, check 25.
No.
Hey, check 25. 24. He's coming. Double up.
They'll try the left side. McFarland. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Eagles on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Great 15, great 15.
Throwing now is Wentz. Steps away to his left. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Giants have it. It's picked up.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football.
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
On second and a couple. Luck. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he'll take it all the way out near the 30-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
He'll have a first down past the 40 and finally marked down at the 42-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And now it's second down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Keep it up, keep it up.
We're fine, Tim.
54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. It's a party now.
Throwing his Wentz. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 25-yard line. Now, defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. And look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run on first down. McFarland. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
Here we go. 180!
Hey, I'm coming. Jim.
Lean 5-3.
Check out.
On third down, McFarland. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Check, 12. Hey, orbit.
Mike.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
First down.
Check out. 1, 6, 3.
They're running it. Check 24. Check 24.
12. Hey, wahoo.
Now a first down throw. Luck. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Check.
Now a play fake, and it's Luck. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
So now here's Luck as his guys will go for 2 here. Throwing again is Luck. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
Where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Eagles, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.